Whenever I make a Google Sheet full of lists, I often find myself with more information than I can go through. So I want to be able to sometimes filter out different information based on what I need. So right here I have a list of students in various class periods, their birthday, and which group they're in. And as you can see as I scroll up and down, it's a lot of information. Let's say I only want to see certain periods, so I want to look at who's in class period number 3. One thing that I can do is apply a filter. So what I would want to do if I want to sort by period, you need to make sure that that column is selected. The filter is applied to whatever is selected. So if I just have one cell selected, then it's just going to try to filter that one cell, which doesn't do you very much good. So right now I have column C selected. If I go up to data and go down to filter, and what it will do is apply a filter to those selected cells. So now what it does is it outlines them in green, and you can see a little drop down at the top of that column. So I'm going to click on that drop down, and that allows me to do some sorting. It allows me to do some filtering by conditions. It gives you a lot of different conditions, which is kind of cool. It'll also allow you to filter by values, and you can search for those values, or you can look at the selected ones. So right now it says some of them are blank, some of them say 1, 2, 3, all the way through 6. So I said I wanted to see all third period. So one thing I could do is deselect everything except third period, say OK, and it will only show me the people in third period. Now, if you want to undo this, you can go to your filter and you can clear what you have selected, and you can select everything again. You could also just undo it depending on what your goal is. So I'm going to undo that for a minute so now I can see everything's here. You can also choose to filter by more than one thing. So let's say I want to see second period and third period and sixth period, because those are periods that I may need to look at some students in. And I would say OK. And this time what it does is it leaves me all those 3 that I have selected. Again, if you want to undo it, you can go through and clear it, or you can select all if you want to see everybody again. One thing that I like to do when I use filters is I actually like to apply filters to all of my columns. So I select all of them, then go to data. I'm going to turn off that first filter and add filters to all of them. This is kind of nice because it allows you to filter based on lots of different conditions. So I might want to choose to filter by my groups. I only want to see who's in the green group because they are going to have a particular assignment or something. And that gives me all of the green groups that I might have in any particular period. And when you use this filter, even though it looks like it gets rid of information, really it's just showing you particular information. So I can make a note, talk to her, and then undo my filter. And when I scroll down, you can see that my note went and it was still attached to whoever it was that I made that note for. So when you use that filter, you're not just having a temporary screen. You are still able to edit things. However, you probably want to avoid editing anything within the filter because that will change what your filter options are. So that's how you can apply filters to data in your Google Sheet.